let's go to the diamond here because Freddie Freeman, guys, signing with LA for 6 years, $162 million, according to reports. So Freeman joining an already stacked lineup. It's dangerous. It's sick. It's nasty. It should be illegal and should be hitting right in the heart of that lineup. Was this the best case scenario for Freeman's fantasy value, Garion?
I think you could make a case that him signing with any number of the AL East teams he was linked to, just because of ballpark factors, might have been like the best case scenario. But the funny thing is, he really didn't have a bad scenario. I mean, you look at the teams he was linked to, there are 5 teams currently projected to be scoring over 5 runs per game. Obviously, the Dodgers are one of those teams, but that group also includes the Red Sox, the Rays, and the Jays. Like, he really couldn't have gone to a place where you'd go, oh, not great for Freddie's value. I do think the one interesting thing to note about the Dodgers specifically is this is a team that last year, you go through their positional player game logs. Only one guy had over 600 plate appearances. They were definitely a team that maybe like to utilize that 10-day IL a little bit to get some rest in. They do have some veteran guys. But, you know, they just had the depth to give dudes days off. I think the fact that the National League has the DH slot now, and you can kind of give half days off without taking someone fully out of the lineup, it makes me a little bit more optimistic that Freeman's going to be closer to like the 650 plate appearances mark than he would the 600 plate appearances mark with a Dodgers team that might be able to coast through the entirety of September.
Okay, let's go to you, Nick. How do you feel he fits there? Is this going to be good for his fantasy value?
Yeah, I would think so. This is, I will say though, it's disappointing just because the Dodgers continue to spend money. They've turned into the West Coast Yankees. I know, like I said it the other day, but it's a little disappointing. But also they're not winning, right? If they're not winning titles, so it's not really going to hurt too many people other than maybe the Giants and the Padres. But I do think you look at this lineup and it's ridiculous. Who are pitchers going to pitch around in this lineup? You have Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts, Trey Turner, Muncy when he's healthy, Cody Bellinger if he gets things together back completely again, Justin Turner, Will Smith. I don't know if I just said Trey Turner already too, but I'll say him again twice. That's fine. Chris Taylor, AJ Pollock. This lineup is a joke. So from a day-to-day standpoint, yeah, Garion makes a great point that the Dodgers are going to go and rest guys here and there. It makes a lot of sense. Why wouldn't you when you have this kind of depth too? Because I think they still have Gavin Lux in all this as well. So yeah, why not give them rest? But day-to-day, yeah, I would think you're going to have to get at least a piece of this lineup day in and day out because there's going to be so many run production opportunities.